fabrics for textile facades are specially designed to withstand high loads in the vertical and horizontal direction. The average load values of the fabrics available on the market are about 1400 x 1100 N/Vibacum. When fastening with the rohoflex clamping profiles, these values are fully retained. The reason is that with rohoflex the fabric is fixed along the edges in a linear way and not at points. This is how a textile facade can also be calculated statically safe. In the case of point fastening, the maximum utilization of the load values is reduced. The amount of the reduction then depends on how large the distances are selected for point fastening. It is important to know what other factors affect such a textile facade. Only then can you make the right choice for mounting. It starts with the size of the area to be spanned. Then come the factors of wind and suction loads, as well as the ice loads. These factors vary depending on the region and the height of the building. Altogether can become quite complicated, especially then if the load-bearing capacity of old buildings is also included. But do not worry, Roho has the specialists and structural engineers who can assess and calculate all this from the wealth of experience from many projects. If you have given your construction that handles this statically elaborated, comes the next challenge: the different elongation properties of the materials used in a textile facade. If this is not observed, there is an accumulation of various problems. In extreme cases, the system can destroy itself. At Roho, the expansion joints of the clamping profiles have been equipped with special connectors. Thus it has succeeded that the fabric is always optimally tensioned at different temperatures and the required expansion joints are not visually noticeable. In addition, the inner life of the rohoflex system shows in the design an additional buffer to compensate for the forced movements due to material expansion. The system is actually a system within a system. With many small vices, the desired tension can be individually regulated without special tools. We do not want to offend anyone if we now mention the relatively inaccurate measurements on the construction. What does the one who has to make his product exactly to fit the object at the factory? This cost-driving problem does not exist at rohoflex. The system is designed that you can easily compensate for the usual inaccuracies. For this purpose, the tensioning system has special grooves that serve as orientation for trimming the fabric on the construction site. This simple assembly reduces costs and prevents that the fabric is not damaged during transport and handling on the dirty construction sites. Damage tape, so that you do not have to compromise on optimal fabric tensioning. If, for example, the fabric in a surface is non-uniform in the dimensions to be tensioned, the rohoflex clamping profiles have extremely large clamping ranges. Too little tension, because the clamping range has reached the end, does not exist with rohoflex clamping profiles. Even if the fabric has become somewhat larger after years due to aging, retensioning is always possible with Roho. With rohoflex you have a clamping system that is available for small areas as rohoflex compact and for large areas as heavy-duty profiles, rohoflex, Uno, and Duo.